Today we are going to talk about shoulder pain and posture and what you can do about it. You may need to get a tubing or some resistant bands, one that's somewhat light, and 2 small towels that you can roll up. So in the clinic, I see people come in all the time. My shoulder really hurts, especially when I raise it up over my head. And they all seem to have rounded shoulders and forward head. So when I see that patient, we not only have to deal with the problem in the joint, but we have to deal with the posture, because the injury may not have occurred because of the posture. But if someone does have rounded shoulders, it does not help that person to heal quickly, because whenever we have rounded shoulders, it puts our bones close together and presses on tendons and things like that, and that's not fun. So let's get our items together, and let me show you a few exercises you can do that will help you to correct your posture and help your rotator cuff muscles in your shoulder, which will help your shoulders feel better. So you need to do both. We need to work on our posture and we need to work on your rotator cuff muscles. So let's do the first exercise. You need to lean against a wall, okay? And you're going to roll your pelvis back into the wall. I have a video that I can link in the comment section below that will talk more about that. And then you want to try and press your back against the wall, your shoulders against the wall, and have your head touching the wall if you can. If your head can't touch the wall, don't do this. Just keep your head straight up and down. So place your towel rolls underneath your elbows, in between your elbows and your body. And what this does is it gets your rotator cuff muscles in a good position for this exercise. And during the entire exercise, I want you to try and keep your back pressed against the wall the whole time. This is going to keep you honest about your posture. So let's take your band. I have this one because I can use it for all 3 exercises. And you're gonna hold the band somewhat taut with your thumbs up. And you're just going to open your arms like that and bring it back in. I'm gonna adjust my towels there, okay? This is called shoulder external rotation. So all you're doing is bringing your arms out like this and back in. Good. It's like you're a watch salesman on New York City showing your trench coat opening up with the watches on either side, and then back in. And there really isn't any magic number to this. I would say try and do about 10 to 15. You want to feel a little tiny bit of fatigue in the back of your shoulder, but I don't want you to feel any pain, okay? And notice when I do this, I'm going out nice and slowly and coming in slowly. I'm not doing this. This doesn't do anything for you. In fact, it could hurt you. So you're going to bring your arms out and in, all the while making sure your shoulders are back. You're tucking your wings in your back pocket, and that's in another video too, I'll link below, okay? And just trying to have good posture while you do this exercise, okay? Again, if you have any pain, please stop and talk to your healthcare provider about that, okay? So that is shoulder external rotation. And the nice thing is it works both shoulders at the same time, which is very good. Okay, let me show you the next one. Let me get rid of my towels because I don't need them now, okay? For the next exercise, you are going to be stepping in the middle of your band. That's why I like the tubing with the handle. I just think it's easier to deal with. And again, you're gonna flatten that low back against the wall and keep your head straight up and down, bring your shoulders back, tuck those wings in your back pocket, and your abdominal muscles are braced, and you're just gonna lift your shoulders up, or I should say lift your arms up and down. So this resistance should be comfortable enough where there's no pain, absolutely no pain allowed, but you feel a little bit of resistance. So if you hear any clunking in your shoulder, as long as it's not painful and you haven't been diagnosed with any other problems, it should be fine. Mine are pretty noisy. So again, about 10 to 15 times until you feel a little fatigue in your shoulder muscles. But again, no pain allowed, and check your posture. How are those shoulders doing? Those shoulders back. Mine were rounding forward. It happens. You could also use soup cans with this if you want to. But this gives you kind of resistance in a nice way here. Okay, so that's called shoulder flexion. And again, your back is nice and straight. Okay, all right, last but not least, your palms are facing forward. You're gonna double check your posture. Try and flatten that back against the wall. Tuck those shoulder blades, tuck those wings. And now you're gonna bring your arms up and down. My thumbs are facing up, okay? And again, this works your rotator cuff muscles, and you should not feel any pain. I'm just gonna slowly go up and down. The nice thing about using the tubing also is that you have to eccentrically control the lowering of your arms because the band is kind of pulling against you. So that's another way, another reason the band is a little bit more helpful in this exercise than a soup can, but you can use a soup can. I have a link below for these bands if you are interested, but you also probably can get them at Target or your local sports store. And notice how slowly I'm going up and down like this. Okay, you get the idea there. So again, about 10 to 15. And the first time you do it, maybe just try one set of 10 to 15 of all the exercises. If you have no pain, great. If you wake up the next morning, no pain, great. You can try doing maybe a few more repetitions. Maybe try 2 sets of 10 or 15 and see how you do. The key is you want to slowly add up. You don't want to go and say, oh, I could do 10 of these. I'm going to do 50 tomorrow and see how I feel. That's not really smart. That's how you can just cause tendinitis in the shoulder. So we have to be nice to our tendons and keep them happy. So those are 3 exercises that will help your posture and it will help your rotator cuff muscles so that you will not have shoulder pain. So if you have any questions, please ask them in the comment section below. If you receive some value from this video, please give me a like and consider subscribing. And I'll see you next time. Bye.